Hi folks, and welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. I'm making this video here to help demonstrate how to graph circles. So what we're looking at here, we got this equation here, and it kind of looks like it's a circular type of equation here. Both the x and y are being squared here. And in order to graph it, what we want to do is we want to put it in standard form. We want it to look like this. X minus h, the quantity squared, plus y minus k, the quantity squared, is equal to r squared. So the first step in doing so, we're going to take this guy and I'm going to recopy it, x squared, and let's group the x terms, minus 10x, and let's group the y terms, plus y squared, plus 2y. And then anything that's a constant, let's put over on the right, minus 22. Now, you'll notice that I left a little space here, and I'll explain that here in a minute, here and here. And the reason the 22 was put on the right is because this r squared here is typically some number. So I grouped, things with x's here, things with y's here, things that don't have either over on the right. All right, now what we're going to do is we want to try to make this look like this. And the method for doing that is called completing the square, everybody's favorite method in algebra. And to complete the square, right, in order to turn this into a perfect square, we look right here. We take that number, which is 10, cut it in half, which is 5, and square it. We then add that number here. That would be 25. Now that we have added a 25 to the left, this is no longer equal. So to maintain equality, what we'll do is add a 25 over here. Looks like I'm going to need a little more room. Pretty easy to do here. Okay. So this is now good. This has been designed to factor into x minus 5, the quantity squared. Let's take a look at this one. So y squared plus 2y. We're going to do the same thing. We want to turn this into a perfect square. We can do that by looking here. That's a 2. Cut it in half. That's 1. Square it. Plus 1. And if you add 1 there, we have to add 1 over here as well to maintain equality. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. So this now, by design, factors into x minus 5, the quantity squared. This one, we have designed it to factor into x plus 1, the quantity squared. What do we have on the right? Let's see. Negative 22 plus 25 is 3, plus 1 is 4. All right. So we've got our equation now in standard form, and now we can start picking off all the great information, like the coordinates are at the point 5 minus 1. Now I'm getting that by comparing x minus 5 to x minus h. H is 5. Then compare x plus 1 to x minus k. K would have to be minus 1, so that's why that's a minus 1 here. And then the radius here, I'll get that by comparing these two things, has to be 2. All right, let's go ahead and graph it. So 5 minus 1, I like to do that in a different color because that's not actually a point on the graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 down. There's the center. And again, that's the point 5 minus 1. Now, we know our radius is 2, so we know if we go 2 up, 2 left, 2 down, 2 over, there's all these other points. And, for example, if this is 5, negative 1, and I go to the right, this is now 7, negative 1. Right, if I go 2 up, this is the point 5, 1. That's probably good enough. I'm going to go ahead and sketch it. I like to, use the tool here to make a nice looking circle. Good enough. All right, so we've taken this equation here, and we have then written it in its standard form to find the center and the radius, and then we go to the center and use the radius to plot our circle. So I hope that this video helps. Have a great day.